you recall the names of some STDs? Well, yes, these are gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, hepatitis B, AIDS, etc. In this module, we will discuss about infertility, which is also a very important aspect of reproductive health. Here comes an obvious question. What is infertility? Inability of couples to produce children in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation is termed as infertility. Can you think what are the reasons of infertility? Well, yes, there can be many reasons like physical, congenital, diseases, drugs, immunological, or even psychological. You all must be aware that in India, often females are blamed for infertility, but most of the time, problem lies in males as well, and thus it has become a social stigma. Infertility clinics help in diagnosis and corrective treatment of some of these disorders and enable these couples to have children. However, where such corrections are not possible, the couple could be assisted to have children through certain special techniques, commonly known as assisted reproductive technology, ART. Let us understand this in detail. One such technique is in vitro fertilization, followed by embryo transfer. So here I would like to ask a question. Have you ever heard about this process? I'm sure you must have heard about test tube baby. In this process, ova from the wife or donor female and sperms from the husband or donor male are collected and are induced to form a zygote under stimulated conditions in the laboratory. Then it is transferred inside the womb of the female in two ways. First is zygote intrafallopian transfer, ZIFT, in which the zygote or early embryos with up to 8 blastomeres is transferred into the fallopian tube. And second is the intrauterine transfer or IUT, in which embryos with more than 8 blastomeres are transferred into the uterus for further development. Interestingly, embryos formed in the natural process can be used for such transfer to assist those females who cannot conceive. Other method to overcome the problem of infertility is gamete intrafallopian transfer, GIFT. In this method, an ovum collected from a donor is transferred into the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce one, but can provide a suitable environment for fertilization and further development. In another method called intracytoplasmic sperm injection, ICSI, in which an embryo is formed in the laboratory, in which a sperm is directly injected into the ovum. Infertility is caused by either due to the inability of the male partner to inseminate the female or due to very low sperm counts in the ejaculate, and this can be corrected by artificial insemination AI technique. In this technique, the semen collected either from the husband or a healthy donor is artificially introduced either into the vagina or into the uterus, IUI, intrauterine insemination of the female. Isn't it interesting? There are a number of solutions to overcome the problem of infertility. One important thing to note here is that all these techniques require extremely high precision handling by specialized professional and expensive instrumentation. So there are a limited centers in our country. Obviously, their benefits are affordable to only a limited number of people. Emotional, religious, and social factors are also deterrents in the adoption of these methods. Our laws permit legal adoption, and it is as yet one of the best methods for couples looking for parenthood. Students, now let us summarize what we have studied in this chapter. Reproductive health is the term which refers to a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is, physical, emotional, behavioral, and Social. Our nation has initiated various action plans at national level towards attaining a reproductively healthy society. Counseling and creating awareness among people about reproductive organs, adolescence and associated changes, safe and hygienic sexual practices, sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, including AIDS, etc., is the primary step towards reproductive health. An overall improvement in the reproductive health has taken place in our country, as indicated by reduced maternal and infant mortality rates, early detection and cure of STDs, assistance to infertile couples, etc. Improved health facilities and better living conditions promoted an explosive growth of population. Such a growth necessitated intense propagation of contraceptive methods. Various contraceptive options are available now, such as natural, traditional, barrier, IUDs, pills, injectables, implants, and surgical methods. Medical termination of pregnancy is legalized in our country. MTP is generally performed to get rid of unwanted pregnancy due to rape, casual relationship, etc. As also in the cases when the continuation of pregnancy could be harmful or even fatal to either the mother or the fetus or both. Diseases or infections transmitted through sexual intercourse are called sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. Pelvic inflammatory diseases, PIDs, stillbirth, infertility are some examples of the complications of them. Early detection facilitates better cure of these diseases. Inability to conceive or produce children even after years of unprotected sexual cohabitation is called infertility. Various methods are now available to help such couples. In vitro fertilization followed by transfer of embryo into the female genital tract is one such method and is commonly known as the test tube baby program. So, students, in this chapter, we learn reproductive health is as important for a person as many other things. In the next chapter, we will study yet another interesting topic of biology.